Oh, so right, when that happens, I always feel that means something, as everyone does. But welcome, my name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine and divine masculine. That's really annoying me that that's in the shop. That's the box of old roses with the pens in it for the nieces. There we go. A bit better, isn't it? But the awkward thing is, but I mean, I'm going to keep going. So, because this started recording before I was ready, and right, okay. So now it's on the Calvin Harris official top 20. So I'll do my intro after this. Oh no, that was just a clip actually. But the clip that was on was wait a minute. We found love in a hopeless place. Again, I love that song, but I can't sing it. So we found love in a hopeless place, right? So I might even title it that if it ends up being about that. But the one that was actually fully playing was actually one that I channeled literally just the other day. And it's Rihanna again with Calvin Harris because it was the countdown. But it was basically it's like, this is what you came for, and it's like everybody's but she's looking at you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So it's basically something, so it feels it's going to be about a divine feminine where everybody, or a lot of people, or whatever, more than your average, so whatever that is, whether it's, I mean, to me that actually screams somebody that is like on a platform, like, so again, it could be literally you are one of the divine feminines that is doing what I do, whether you're a female or a male, because there are some male, but that probably means it's going to lean towards a female. And but it could be that you're just, I don't know, you're just more showy, or you put more on your personal profile as well, who knows. But yeah, it kind of gives me the feeling that it's like, whatever a divine feminine is doing, people are taking note of. I've just realised I've got my earbud in. People are taking note of what you're doing, but I feel it's probably going to go the way where it's like, so a divine masculine's like, so where am I going to fit in this person's life, because things are going good for them. It's that kind of feeling of, I don't want to, I don't want to come in and rock the apple cart, even though, yes, as divine feminines, we know that it's like the thing rocking the apple cart is the divine masculine not being here. But obviously, the further you are on the journey, you do begin to realise that spirit's rejection is spirit's protection, and when a divine masculine is out your life, it is for a good reason. It's because they're not they're not the divine masculine, they're in distorted energy, you know what I mean? Or like some other cards saying, like, lower releasing, masculine releasing lower self. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're just basically, you're not on the same page, so however you want to put it. But I feel that whatever I'm going to be channeling here, I'm going to start from the end, basically. So I don't know why, but I've been told to do that. So, and I'm going to try and film like about 3. So, like I said, I'm filming. I keep thinking this is like Thursday, but it's Wednesday. I'm going to try and film at least 3 today, and then if I can film a couple tomorrow, that'd be great. So that I've got some for the weekend. Just because I've actually missed doing the pre-recorded like this, because I've been doing the live stream. So I'm not. That is not a set thing that I'm doing. It's just while I got used to doing the daily live streams. So anyway, so this is what I call twin flame therapy. So I might use my own spread, which I usually do. Yeah, well, I'll just get up on the phone, or I just wing it. But the way in which I'm winging it is, so I picked up just a few decks to bring through here, and because I know, if you're new, I normally film in the office, and I try not to film in the living room too much, but again, it's too hot for there. I just looked at 418. 418 is Twin Flame Union, because that is the 4 of Wands, which is the 1111 Twin Flame Union card. I also nearly posted in the community tab today exactly 418. It was just a minute before, but I missed it by a minute because I'm honest. So again, very interesting, and because he just flashed it, so it could have been, this could be about something that you were very close to a union, and something delayed plans. Maybe it was sabotaged or something like that. Because as I'm saying that, I'm holding the card that says celebration. Get ready, let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. So the thing is, when I picked up this deck, I picked up these two by mistake, but we all know it's not a mistake. Because it's beside Think Things Through, I think currently the masculines that are going to resonate with this. So basically, it is a feminine that, for whatever in whatever way it is, right? Like I said, whether it's that you're actually in the public eye, which I know that sounds like a big thing, but it's quite funny because I'm in the public doing this. Do you know what I mean? But I don't look at this as being like in the public, but I am working in the public, whether I like it or not. But if you think about it, a lot of people's personal profiles are public. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, but whatever it is, you're doing something that you're making a difference in the world. But again, when you're twin flames, the thing is like you don't need to be a divine feminine that's talking about the twin flame journey or anything like that. You could be a divine feminine that is making a difference in the world, selling, I don't know, selling some kind of service that people need. Like a product that people need for upliftment, or a service that doesn't need to be anything related to. Like, for instance, I've got loads of clients that I help that I've been building up for years to basically to be prepared for the kind of new earth frequencies where they might have had a job that was really well paid, but they were miserable. This is a lot of females actually that were in the masculine energy, right? Whereas now a lot of them are now like, you're doing things like art, or you're combining things like art and healing and or yeah, because I'm now being shown another person again, high paid job, but enjoyed it, but there was something a bit lacking. And then basically when she's done a bit of healing soul retrieval, a lot of healing soul retrieval work with me, yeah, wherever there was a stagnancy in her, like she moved on and just added more strings to her boa, which just brought a bit more upliftment. And again, because not all, but some of the people I'm thinking of here are at least a bit older than me. It's quite fulfilling for me as a healer, like to not only is it always an honour when I get people that are older than me too, because also I feel it means that it's people that are able to put aside their ego to be like, what I mean, how's this kid going to help me? Not kid, but you know what I mean? Sometimes when I'm like 15, 20 years older, I could see why somebody could be like, how is she going to help me? But again, that's when it's, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because I'm a very old soul, but I've also been on this journey for a long time. Like, there you go. Now it is actually on We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. So I feel that song is going to have, again, I'm going to say about all of them, I actually love. I mean, I don't think there's really any Calvin Harris songs that I don't love, but that is, that was one of my favourites when it came out. So again, I do believe that kind of, I think that was about the 10 years ago. I think that was about the 2014 sort of era. I might be wrong, might be more like 2012, 2013, but I'm kind of feeling 2014, just going by some of my memories. But yeah, I think currently somebody's thinking through asking somebody out, asking somebody on a date, asking somebody if they can talk, something like that. And I just looked at the timer at 8:08, Lionsgate Portal, so maybe that's why they got me to film it for now. So bear in mind, everything is not usually real time, it's timeless, but with some of these messages do feel like they could quite possibly be real time for some people, so let me know if it is. Mine's just got drawn to like 28, 8 there, 26, 27, 28. These dates in August could be significant too. So what do you want? Can you just tell us the end of this story? That reminds you of a Nanny McPhee. You are the end of the story. So all these things should be significant. Yeah, so now I'll do, oh god, they just fell on the floor. Before I look at that. So everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy, meaning that whenever I'm just talking, using my voice, my energy in general, because I'm a healer, and it's specifically the different types of healing that I do. Like I said, my voice alone is a very healing frequency. Just my energy, so when I'm waving my hands about, I don't even need to touch. When I'm in physical, when I'm physically with somebody, I actually don't even need to lay my hands. Although I'm a Reiki master teacher as well, I don't need to lay my hands on somebody. I can just hover my hands. And that's why, again, although I'm a Reiki master, I don't really tend to mention my Reiki too much, because it just never really resonated with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, again, I'm grateful for it, because I feel it just like it was where I was meant to be at that point, but it was always stronger energy come through. Like, I pull energy out of, like, again, my own Reiki master said that, do you know what I mean? It's spiritual healing. It's like, I pull energy out of people and then I channel positive. But really, it is just it's more my galactic energy to do with astrology and everything. It's light code activations, um, bloody bloody blah. But it's the shamanic healing too. Like I said, I'm unique in that way where I can transmute the energy in my own body, which not everybody can actually do that. So go me. But I mean, like I said, it has its good things, but it also has its difficulty with that too. So I'm going to see what all jumped on the floor here. But yeah, so anything I say is going to be part of how this is going to make sense to someone. So if it basically doesn't make sense to you, it's not your story. It's not going to be your story every day. I do this because when I get back in the flow of doing the live streams, I'll be doing the daily lunchtime live streams. Well, for me, I think it's your early morning for a lot of you. And I will also be doing these twin flame therapies because that is the goal, is that I want to be having one of these every day. And I also want to be doing the live streams because that's what I've been told that needs to be done. So, but right now, like I said, I'm just sort of getting used to live streams, and then I'll just fit these in when I can. So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking, romance will bring you romance. Yeah, that's what I mean. I really do feel that's connected to somebody worrying about reaching out, making contact. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and they're worrying because they know that you are their person. They know that you are their person. And look at that's right again. Wow, oh my god, whoa. You see how these cards were a surprise to me because they were round the wrong way. That's part of it. Something's going to be right. They're just I'm just thinking about some of the synchronicities that have happened today. There's quite a few messages with these cards. So the first hit I got was I've pulled marriage cards for the Lionsgate portal, so the 8th and the 9th, I pulled marriage 2 days in a row. I think that's right. I definitely pulled it for tomorrow. And I felt it was about, rather than literal marriage, although it could be for, at least some people watching, it is about union, because marriage means union, right? So 7th house is long-term partnerships, union. It's also karmic partners, which is going to come into this message. But I feel that, again, this masculine is nervous because they know that you're their twin flame. The reason I get that is because that religious factors card has always been my twin flame card, right? Because it's about your love life has been influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. I've always just took it to mean, although it could be literally for some people, it could be, factors like that are getting in the way. I take it to, in the song One Kiss, I think that's the one I don't like. That's more recent, isn't it? But because it's called One Kiss, I feel there is a kiss that is going to be one to remember, I'm hearing. But no pressure, eh? But it's kind of like I feel, and now they're flashing up because I'm going to watch that I'm going to watch this after I finish doing this. I'm going to do, well, if I've got energy, I'm going to do a prayer circle in the membership. So come and join us because I'm going to do that when I'm guided to. Yeah, I feel I'm going to watch Nougat after this, and basically, I'm into series 3, and it's when Josh. Josh might be significant. Actually, do you know that's really interesting because I do actually know that at least one of you watching your twin is called Josh, but I was going to say Jess. So basically, we've got a Jess that actually watches. Again, we could have more than one people that say it, but basically, Jess and Nick have now, well, they've kissed, but also they're a couple. And I suppose I think that might be part of this message. I can feel like that's part of it too. I feel it's like, it's like there was this big anticipation, this big excitement. Like there's a card in that deck that I'm going to use that's got tease. It's like quite exciting. I feel like the thought of this moment or before this kiss. Like even the years lead up to the month, however long this has been going on, because that's what happens with true twin flames. There's just anticipation. It's like now that's been, because those episodes have been, and it's just amazing seeing them together as a couple. So I feel this might be about needing to get over that hurdle of it's going to be exciting, but then actually do it and enjoy the moment of the kiss and the rest. And then actually enjoy everyday life together, however slowly or fast you get to know each other, because basically I feel this is your kingdom spouse. This is your divine masculine. Like I said, I don't know how many people you tune into out there. There's loads of amazing people helping people on this journey, and there's loads of people trying to put you off. There's also a strange mixture of people that think that those two things are different, and I don't know the way they put across. Like again, I'll just whatever. I just know the way that the way it makes sense to me and the way that God speaks through me when I'm saying this, basically. So what I mean is, like, I don't get on board with somebody encouraging you towards waiting on a kingdom spouse because your divine masculine isn't ready, because that makes absolutely no sense to me. Twin flames are, you know, divinely orchestrated. It's a divine union. So is, you know, your kingdom spouse. To me, that would be turning your back on the person that God has asked you to pray for. So do you know what I mean? Like, you know, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that's different. That's what I see that as. I feel that that's yeah. I feel that that is impatience. I feel it's being misled by. It depends on, you don't know who these people are tuning into, and even again, and even if they've tuning in, they could be tuning in to spirits that are misleading them. So anyway, that's just the way they're getting me to say it, because it is all very confusing, and that's where basically from 14 years this year consciously knowing I was a twin flame, knowing my twin flame for 20, I kept saying 20 years, it's 21 years now that I've known him, but again, it's really kind of like half in that too, from the amount of separation that we've been in. Well, really more than that, but basically trust basically what I'm saying is you've got to trust your own discernment, right? But again, if you're one of the people that's been extremely gaslit and you don't know how to trust yourself, then you need to get therapy. I'm a therapist too. I'm a twin flame counsellor, twin flame healer. You don't need to get therapy with me. I'm just saying I have helped a lot of people with that. But basically, yeah, this masculine now knows who you are to them. You know, they want to be in a union with you. Again, depending on where you're at on this journey, if, you know, if you've been getting to know somebody a bit longer, you know, they could be thinking down the lines of engagement, marriages. Again, like I always say, if this is real-time energy, I do not advise that. And I'm in any Mercury retrograde, definitely not a Venus retrograde, because that's specifically about love. But so if you're thinking about things like that out there, you know, I would just take that on board, that we're going to be in the shadow of the Mercury retrogrades until about mid-September or something. So it doesn't mean you can't talk about these things, but, you know, definitely, you know, you want to be thinking that through, because this is actually when, getting me on to the next message, this is clever how they've done this, that's actually when a lot of masculines would have got into the other card. Look, we'll put on top of the twin flame one, a karmic marriage, an illusion. I do remember channeling one of these I don't know when it was, last year sometime. Could have even been at the start, and it was very similar. I don't know what it was. Maybe it'll be in the title. But look, somebody got into a karmic marriage. So basically, and if this isn't a literal marriage, it's a union. So it's a, you know, somebody got into a serious relationship, or serious enough to be saying boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, same sex, but it's somebody got into a union that was an illusion. So it feels to me like, you know, there was some kind of celebration when this union got together. So, and there are really, like, again, from helping people with this for years, there are lots of, that's why you can get some karmic feminines that are like a copycat feminine. I mean, that can be quite loaded, because that can quite literally be people that are actually trying to look like you, be like you, blah, blah, blah. I just looked at 1804 again, so that's a good sign. But, and also, though, it's not a good sign, because I'm talking about divine feminines being copied, and that's my birthday. That could also mean there's, because to me, when I see 1804 or I see my twin flames birthday numbers, it just to me means divine feminine, divine masculine, right? So in that case, because I looked at my numbers, it's like somebody was trying to, like, yeah, it's called a destiny swap. It's when it was like something that was always meant for you on your path, and somebody else has swooped on in there. So again, like I said, these things don't, it might look like somebody's, I don't like saying won, it might look like somebody's won, but even if somebody does actually get even as far as this, or they get in a union, it will fall through. And what I'm basically trying to say is a lot of these things do come together in a Mercury retrograde. So a lot of the things that are, for people that have already went through this part of the journey, if your masculine isn't due to make another mistake, because sometimes you can make quite a few mistakes, as you'll know if you are the masculine, until you learn that, right, this self-sabotaging is actually hurting me more than anyone else, like, as well as my feminine, when they wake up to it. But basically, yeah, the long and short of it is, avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. That's what I feel somebody done. A marriage of souls, a union of two divine counterparts blended together. This masculine mistook somebody to be their feminine. So if that's not your story, this isn't yours, but keep listening, because bits of it could make sense. Like I said, it doesn't need to be a literal wedding. It's just they got into some kind of, oh yeah, these two people are together, and I feel there could have been some kind of celebration around that at that point, which if you are this feminine, could have been very frustrating or upsetting for you if you found out about it, you know, whether it was right away or later on. I just saw the very soon card. So very soon something's going to happen if you clearly decide is what that means. So let's just see, could we have a wee bit more, so that's more about the pack. Could you tell us where this is all going to end up though? But what I'm kind of feeling is, if this is your message, if somebody had actually literally married somebody else, because obviously that would involve a divorce and everything, I either feel this person won't actually contact you until a divorce has all been settled, because they don't want to create any more karmic ties. They want to respect you and honor, because I saw honor, and they have got the clarity. Or if this person was just like in a relationship, like a union with somebody else, it's like, no, basically what they were trying to say is, yeah, if somebody, it's like they're not going to come forward until the paperwork's all through with a divorce, right? But there is a chance, I do feel some people watching this person could make contact to be like, look, can we meet up to talk? I need to explain to you. And then when you talk, they are going to explain to you what I'm saying. Like, they're going to say that either they're still married to somebody and it's, you know, being, you know, either a divorce has been finalised, or, you know, maybe I'm even put, it's something. Like, basically, they're still, I do feel for some people watching this, it's like they could still be married, but it's like this person isn't with this person. So again, what I would say is, you know, with situations like that, it's just, you just, basically it's about being honest if you're the masculine, and it's about just understand that, don't be in a situation where somebody's saying they're going to get divorced and it's not actually happening, because it's just, basically like you're creating more soul ties, you know what I mean? If something isn't legally separated yet, it's in, you know, it's interesting. Although you're not technically doing wrong if two people aren't together, it's an energetic spiritual thing. So anyway, but I do feel, yeah, some people, I do feel this heart to heart conversation it's going to be worth waiting for. But they're just stressing to me, not everybody's masculine literally married somebody, but there are a few people that did do that. I mean, I literally know that from helping clients and sessions. So worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Heart to heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So basically, I might use that for the thumbnail. Wait a minute. Although, let's face it, with all those other ones, but they're away now anyway. And there could be children involved here as well. Or you're both actively healing your inner child, which you're always doing anyway. Your love life has been affected by children. So again, you see, it could even be like, you know, people have been felt pressure from themselves or others around them to marry somebody they had a child with, even if they knew that it wasn't, like, you know, right for them personally, doing the right thing kind of vibes. Because remember, I could be talking to people that your age is as me. I could be talking to people that are like 20 years older than me. I could be talking to people, and then you wake up like 20 minutes into a marriage. Fucking hopefully not 20 years into a marriage with somebody else, and you realise, wow, this isn't my forever person. That, you know, I actually know who I'm meant to end up with. What else? Naturally, evolution. Let the situation unfold naturally. So, you know, because now they're showing me that must make sense for someone. Now that, and when I itch my nose, that's suffering spirit. It's like they're showing me that film I watched about two people meeting in an airport in their mid-60s. Like, yeah, basically after, you know, having been involved with other people, more so him than her. It seemed like she's meant to have been a bit of a wanderer, or like stayed single, and he got married and had a kid with somebody else. You have found your romantic counterpart. But although I'm explaining that and it sounds like that, you know, that's a divine feminine, that's divine masculine, it's now, oh my god, wow, that's so crazy. The song that's just flashed up is Somebody Told Me. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just realising. Somebody told me you had a girlfriend. But if that's, would it not be somebody told me you're the boyfriend? Wait a minute. I need to look at the lyrics. That's mental when they do that. And now it's the one, heat waves in the middle of June. Sometimes all I think about is you. So somebody, again, we're long past June now, but somebody's birthday could be June, or somebody could, somebody told me, I'm just going to have to look at the lyrics here. Yeah, somebody can't stop thinking about you, basically, because that's all that song says. Late night in the middle of June, all I think about is you. Right, so it's the Killers that sang that, but where's the lyrics? Somebody told me the lyrics. Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks I've had out of this game. I'm breaking my back just to know your name, but hey, wait a minute, that's not the bit I'm singing. Well, somebody, oh no, it is boyfriend. But I said girlfriend. Oh no, yeah. Somebody told me that you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had February of last year. It's not confidential. I've got potential. By the way, I can't even fucking work out what the fuck that's meant to mean. But anyway, I feel somebody at some point, again, it's this. Sorry, this blows my mind. But that is somebody, yeah, if you're the divine feminine, somebody told you at some point that your person had a girlfriend. That's basically it, right? So there's that, but also it could be the other way. If you're the divine masculine, somebody told you at some point that your divine feminine's got a boyfriend. Now, what I'm getting from this is two things. What you were told was true, and although it hurt, basically, it's like what I said in the live earlier. There's nothing you can really do about it. If the person isn't ready, they're not ready. They're going to either be a player, they're going to play around, or they're going to have boyfriend and girlfriends that aren't you, right? Husbands and wives that aren't you. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's get real. Just call a spade a spade. But for some of you, you could have heard this and it might not have been true. So again, take what one resonates. Like, it could just be gossips, putting two and two together and coming up with the wrong number, but knowing that it would cause trouble. So, like, it might not have been like a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It could have just been somebody that, like, could have been like a situationship. So there's something in that. Forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So it's like, what I'm hearing is it's something that it probably would have been wise for people not to talk about and not to carry it back to the other twin flame. Yet still people done it. But that's like what people will do it. Where they can cause trouble, they will. Open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. But yeah, so whatever level of concern is the song. But anyway, so that was quite interesting, but I don't want us to take all day. But because I'm not going to do I kind of know my spread off by heart. Could you tell us what the T is? Because the T is already that basically what I've said, that I'm picking up on definitely a couple of literal karmic marriages. That, like I said, I'm calling them a karmic marriage because you've either come to an end already, they're going to come to an end, or this person is currently finding out that this wasn't what they thought it was. So it's not a nice place for anyone to be in, wherever that is. What is the T? What are we picking up on here? Uninterested. Yeah. So you see, look, that's always my card where it's like, he's like, I'm not interested. So somebody could, like, this could be somebody waking up, spiritually awakening, realising they're in a karmic marriage, which that, again, would be horrible. But, I mean, it does happen. And then on top of that, they could be realising, have I just actually ghosted the real person that was meant for me? Moving. Sorry, I laugh, but this is like somebody's like, so look, moving. So that's what I'm saying, like, and he's actually got moving boxes. So somebody's not interested and they're moving. So, you know, we don't know, for whoever this bit of the story is going to make sense, because I actually feel like I'm picking up on, maybe it's because I'm not doing it every day just now, it's like I'm picking up on different stories. Like, somebody's not interested in a connection that they once were and they're moving out, and now it's on a video where somebody's like checking their mailbox. So somebody could have just moved house, or they could be moving house. And again, this could be somebody moving because they found out the person they were with was cheating on them or something. But it doesn't need to be that. This could just be people that aren't in love anymore, or somebody's, let's see, what else is it? But where did I get that from? Look, marrying for money. That could be like, look, that could be what this was based on. Whoever this is, it's like, you know, and it could have been for religious reasons. Um, and also that's so weird because one of the episodes I just watched, The New Girl, that was literally, it wasn't about money, it was about religion. Um, and it was an Indian wedding, so that's what I'm saying. It was interesting. They were all, you know, kitted out in the, you know, the henna tattoos and all of the gear. So, but she was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not in love with him. I'm in love with someone else. And then what's funny is the person she's going to marry is like, I'm so glad you said that because I'm in love with somebody else too. And then it's like, it's actually Taylor Swift that stands up and it's like, he's like Elaine that's meant to be his long lost love. So this is what I'm saying. You could have a situation here where two people have got into a marriage for the wrong reasons and they're both in love with somebody else. Dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, love on the brain. I'll stop in a minute because it'll get kind of ridiculous. Scarcity tactic, but look, what I'm getting with that, whatever you get from that, some of the words, and I'm like, what does that mean? Chess, people playing games. I think people had to box clever in this relationship, so it's somebody that it feels like people that are in a relationship with somebody you didn't really trust. That's what it feels like. Always partying. Yeah, it feels like people that have gotten close through always partying, drinking, and like almost falling into like a marriage of convenience. Inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. And I think, look, never has the facts, make shit up, lies. And this is what somebody found out about somebody along the way. Too busy winning. But again, I feel this is somebody that was too busy on, like, it feels like, you know, that too busy winning, like they were too busy on what they felt was winning, and I don't know, being a winner at something, that they overlooked and missed the signs of where they were losing, and it could have even been literally losing money is what I'm hearing. Hustling, making it rain, focused on money, getting it. So, you know, see what I mean? It's like it feels like a karmic feminine that's went after a masculine, not for love, for money. But it's like the masculine has not saw because they're right. Carless has just come up with this where it gets a bit ridiculous. No, well, it will make sense to some people. No car repo, car issues. So again, this could be like somebody that started having problems with their car, problems with every area of their life, and realising, why did all this curse negative stuff, I just said curse too, why did all this start, I'm going to use that deck, I wondered why I brought that, actually there's a curse card in that. Why did all this stuff start happening when I made this commitment? Played out, this had to play out, this was some kind of karma that had to play out. Dirty offer, like, yeah, it's like this was not a genuine person, threatening, intimidating, threatened and bothered. I feel again, yeah, this is a karmic energy that could have got pretty nasty. Dirt digging, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. Girl fight, arguments, physical fight at war, competing. See what I mean? Like, this is not a nice energy. Bankrupt. Yeah, they're telling you. Uninterested. So that left this person with like not wanting to be in this. Wants to be like you, acts like you, dresses like you, looks like you, copies you. Giving money. Yeah. So it's different bits of the story, but like this person was interested in one thing, and it seemed like money. Queen rising, stepping into power, praise, coming up in the spotlight. I think they're telling us about the feminine energy now. So you see, that actually makes sense. If somebody's like trying to be like a divine feminine in some kind of way, and whatever way that is, or trying to be like, oh, I am this kind of energy, whatever they think that is, because again, a lot of the folk that try it, they don't even fucking know what it is, because they're not really it. It's just trying to be that person in a divine masculine's life won't work, because it's only the true divine feminine of that divine masculine that can make somebody step into being the best version of themselves. Romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover. Yeah, like that's what this feels like. It feels like somebody that was like a situationship, or like something that was like, you know, you've met through partying, and it could have just been, you know, through, well, yeah, through sex, whatever. And it's like, but it didn't have a lasting thing to it, because then we've got moving again. Dirt digging, looking for dirt on you, vice versa. And it's like somebody, it's almost like I'm seeing vanilla sky. And you know, that's, you know, although that's all kind of fucked up and ends up being a dream and everything, it's more before the film plays out. It's the you know, the bit on this, you know, the situationship is making out to him like she's not that bothered because he's not bothered about her. You know, and then when he does meet somebody he's bothered about, she starts acting a bit crazy, you know, and that's the feeling I'm getting. So it's somebody that's like being like, yeah, this works for me if this works for you, but then they've went a bit crazy on them. But what's more serious here is because I can feel that some masculines didn't see how much of a illusion this person was casting until there was a more serious commitment made. So whether that's moving in with somebody, signing a lease, having a kid with them, marrying them, you know what I'm saying? It's because there's a lot more serious implications for however far people went. This isn't everyone's, but indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. So at one point I feel this masculine had a decision to make between a divine feminine and a karmic feminine, and unfortunately I feel they chose the karmic feminine, and we've just saw how that went for whichever one this is. It's not everyone's. But now there's an eagle on the TV, so there's an eagle, you know, they're like the eagle rising above this situation. They can see it for what it is now. And again, although I'm tapping into their feeling, they wish they had chose you if you're the feminine. You know, they were never meant to. They're detoured for a reason, to learn the karmic lessons, to then appreciate the feminine properly. So it all does serve confusing, but that could be confusing for this person. I feel unclear about where we stand. This person doesn't know if you're going to be able to forgive them. Oh, there's a card that's not meant to be in this, and it's the apology. Look, hearts, hidden secrets, apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. Yeah, this person wants to return because destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. They want to tell you that they didn't know what path to take, and they now know that that's not where they want to be. But the question is, do you want them to be a part of your present and future? Detachment. Look at what I was saying, because look, I feel if this is you, you're in a place of detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind, and that's because I'm feeling it is because I'd already channeled something like that, because it's God and the guy speaking through me, and that song came on. Somebody told me that you had a girlfriend. I forget the other lines because they're a bit weird, but or somebody told me that you had a bit. It's like somebody told the feminine you'd get, and it's kind of like I feel it's like as soon as you've heard this information, you were like you severed. It feels like you severed ties in the way of I'm still going to pray for this person to see the truth, but like I just like look at how I feel it's like quite disbelief, like because I feel it's. I'm not going too deep into this, but I feel it's like, you know, I've had similar experiences where you get a sense, and you might even get readings from other people and stuff. And this is why I say, you know, always trust yourself, because listen, it was all well-meaning people that I've had readings from. But yeah, like I've said before, like, you know, nobody, and I literally mean nobody, I don't care if it says this is the weekly reading for such and such to such, this week to this week, or this is the monthly reading. Nobody can actually tell you that. So, you know, if you actually have the stuff play out that the person said, then genuinely let me know. I'd be interested. But the things I channel really can happen anytime. They're timeless. And that's what I notice with other people's. And I've watched YouTube since it came out. Like, so, and definitely I've saw all the Twinflame readers that there were, you know what I mean? So, yeah, nobody can actually say that. What I feel is a fluke. If ever it's like, oh, like for instance, if one of these comes real, and because I actually have people have said to me that some of the ones I've done, they have come true real time, whether it's a short or one of these, but it's not all the time. And if it is, people don't let me know all the time. But I have had people let me know over the years. But I mean, it would be as often as I say this. Like if I get an email and somebody's like, fucking hell, that actually happened on that day, or a bit of that happened, then I'll tell you. So definitely let me know. But yeah, basically that's the point, is you know, don't live your life like something's literally about to happen, because you could, you know, you really could have your bubble burst, because that's what I'm just feeling. I am feeling that very strongly, of whenever you've heard that this person has moved on, and it could be like moved on again, you know, it could be like they've been with somebody else and then you've hoped that they would contact you after, and then they move on to somebody else after that. It's like you've got to, you know, be quite robust for this journey and realise that it's, if the person's not ready, they're not ready, and like I said, they're going to pick somebody else even if they have been with somebody else before that. So contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten, but where this masculine's at now, whenever it catches up to this, is they've learned their karmic lessons, and wherever they've went, they've just been unsatisfied, like, and I just shuffled and it came out again. They've just been, yeah, unsatisfied, disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel, but they're telling me that's dissatisfied, arguing with karmic energies, and self-love. And right now they're trying to heal, because this is a masculine that's realised, I keep picking. I don't think they're saying it to themselves like this, unless they've heard people like me saying this, because I'm not the only one that says it, but I keep picking like people like low-hanging fruit, or people that aren't for me, because I'm scared of my twin flame love. That's what I'm feeling. And look, broken, I feel shattered about this situation. But I don't want to run anymore. The runner. Right, okay, so like I said, I just freestyled. I didn't do the... So we'll just keep freestyling. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Maybe this person was like, I don't know what to do right now, so I'm just going to keep doing this. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. What else do we need to know about this? Could you tell us? Where's those cards? Let's get, what was going on in the past? What was going on in the past with the feminine, a past life, or in the past in this life? I think I'll just do one of these today. I didn't realise it was going to be that long and a bit spilling the tea. Passions and interests, hobbies, sports, favourite pastimes. So I feel in the past, you know, you've been somebody that's been very in hot pursuit of your passions and hobbies. So I feel in the past they're telling me that if you're this feminine energy, whether you're a female or a male, you really had to throw all of your energy into your passions and your hobbies. And for a lot of people, it'd be similar to myself, learning, you know, different healing modalities, or how you're going to help other people on the journey. Again, that isn't for everyone, but you know, some people that are watching this, it will be, because like attracts like. But like I said, if you don't work with twin flames, it's just oh my god, a song's just came on that I don't know, called What Went Down, and I'm actually reading what went down. So yeah, this is what went down in the past. A feminine has been guided to, yeah, follow your hobbies and pursuits, because your masculine had other hobbies that didn't involve you. So, and I feel it's like, because obviously you know what I mean by that, they would have happily continued something with you, but it would have been codependent. So I feel, you know, like because that's, you know, from my perspective, that's what happened in my situation. You had to make a very difficult decision to pull away from this, which would have broke your heart and broke your twin flame's heart too. But again, and the thing that's hard about that is, think about it, when you are not the codependent person that somebody's sleeping with more than others, somebody else has to become it. So, you know, that is a decision that you do know when you make that. So you're very strong if you made that decision, because I knew when I done it, I'm like, but yeah, you would have stayed one of many. You would always be a bit more special, because if you are the twin flame, but you'll gain respect for them in the long run if you do that, where I bet you nobody else is around them. Because it takes a lot of self-discipline. That's why I always say not everybody is twin flames. You'll know if you are. If you can do that, you know, you'll fuck up along the way too, but then you'll stay the course. The masculine in the past. Wow. Relationship repeat, and also it's number 21, so 21 is the world coming full circle, karmic cycle, shift, release, or enjoy. This masculine in the past, but remember, the past can be like the past 6 months, the past week, the past few days, or years ago, and this could be about you and them, or them and other people. Shift, release, or enjoy. That card is about, am I going to repeat this karmic relationship again, right? Am I going to repeat a karmic cycle with my twin flame of avoiding like communication and, you know, just staying in this silence and getting into karmic things with other people? Am I going to repeat this karmic cycle with this twin flame, with this, see what that's not a mistake. I meant to say karmic. So maybe at one point, yeah, this person, I feel this karmic energy convinced the masculine that they were the twin flame and that the feminine was the karmic. I really actually feel somebody did do that. But yeah, am I going to repeat this from the past? Because maybe this person's come back because they are my person. That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling it as something really fucked up like that. Like this karmic energy, like made this masculine feel like this was like the real deal, and it's because they're from a past life where they done that before. They confused this masculine. Parent, child, family, yeah. So and again, it's in the past, but this could have been that this masculine got trapped with a child. Feelings of unworthiness or rejection. I've not seen this card before yet though, but abandonment. But that could also be that this masculine's healing abandonment wounds, which actually, think about it, it's like if somebody had abandonment wounds of their own, that would make sense. It would be very difficult for them to leave a family where there's a child involved. So that's definitely, I feel that's going to fit with whoever that makes sense to. But this masculine wants to say, I sabotaged their connection because it was too intense. Yeah, that keeps coming out loads, but that's what I'm feeling. It's like this masculine ran away from the twin flame connection and got into other connections, karmic connections, and I do feel for whoever I'm channeling this for, there was a child involved, and due to their own inner child stuff, which we've all got, it wasn't even a question like this is not a masculine that would have left a young child or anything, which is admirable. But again, like I've said before, like you don't need to sign your life away forever, and you also don't need to wait till they're 18 or something. You know what I mean? It's you're actually going to do children more damage by being in an unhappy relationship, and showing them that that's all life is. That's going to cause them more damage. The song Catfish and the whatever, that band just came up. So again, I feel, yeah, this masculine was catfished. This person wasn't who they put themselves out to be. They turned out to be somebody very different. I really do care, even though I don't show it. Yeah, this person couldn't show how much they care for you once they got into that connection. But it feels like everybody knew. That's what I'm feeling. Ignoring. Why is that even there? That's not even the deck I'm using. Ignoring. Yeah, so, but again, it's like, are they talking about, like, look, this masculine ignored you if you're the feminine, but it's because of what I'm saying. It's because there were that many feelings there that you couldn't have been friends on social media. You couldn't have been friends. Like, this is just not a situation where that would have been okay because of how this karmic energy is, because for some reason they must have known who you were, whether this person made the mistake of telling you, whether I don't feel it. I feel it's like there's been connections and somebody said, oh, do you know that do you know that they used to have a thing, or do you know X, Y, Z? Or this person asked questions, or this person could have found, or went through somebody's phone or something like that. What else does this masculine want to say? But yeah, this masculine has ignored you because it was easier for them, but also because of the grief that they would get. But it's more because it was easier for them, I'm hearing. Happy birthday. Whoa, this one doesn't come out a lot. I'm sorry I missed your birthday. I was afraid to reach out in case you expected too much too soon. I'll make up to you, I promise. But you see how that fits? Because if we're picking up right from the start that this person's got quite a situation, like either somebody's in a relationship with a child or more than one child, or this person is in a marriage with relationship with a child. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so that to say happy birthday is like opening up a massive can of worms, as I've spoken about loads of times before, that even if you're the twin that's single, regardless of your gender, and you're saying happy birthday to somebody that you don't know whether they're single or not, or in some cases you know they're not single, and some of you might just not do it because, like, for instance, when I've known that mine isn't single, I just haven't done it. Like if I've actually knew, but further down the line when I'm like, I actually genuinely don't know, that's when I've done it, like throat chakra too. But again, it wasn't easy because something didn't feel right, because I know who he is to me. But again, that's when I had to override this ingrained thing about, oh, you don't reach out to somebody who's got a boy. And it was actually because a friend of mine at the time was like, Claire, you're no fucking putting out a plate, you're just saying happy birthday. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it takes two to tango. So again, take my friend's advice if that's, but it's true, you know, that is true. It's just, again, I'm very serious about things like that, but there must be a theme with that today, because I said it on the live too, that I stayed quiet for years, for like, I think it was roughly about 7 years. I mean, really, I was quiet before that too, but yeah. And then, yeah, all I know is there was a timer that went off and they were like, nah, you need to start talking about this. People need help. Right. I'm healing. I hate the silence between us as much as you do, but it's where I do my deepest healing. I think that's enough of them. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. But again, that always doesn't feel like it resonates if somebody is with somebody else, because again, it would cause grief. So I feel that this is about somebody was with somebody else and they're not now. But again, people still could be. You just, like I said, you just don't, on this journey, you don't, even if you're like pretty sure that they're not, you could be blindsided and they are. And they might, again, they might not be with the same person. You think they're with somebody fucking new. So nothing shocks me on this journey, whether it's my own or other people's. So just always be savvy, be discerning, and even when your twin flame does come back, declaring their undying love, or even just asking if you can talk, you know, just make sure that you're asking the right questions. I feel that twin flames that are talking around now anyway, you've come into a place of inner balance, and you'll both be honest with each other, but it just depends. If you're not on similar parts of basically, if you're not on particular parts of the twin flame journey, and your masculine is still in a distorted energy, they could just be desperate to connect with you again, and they could lie. So again, it's I'm sure I won't be the first person you've heard that from, but it, you know, from helping so many twins on either side of it, it is a thing, you know, it's a connection you can't possibly understand unless you're on it. I'm in a crowded place, I'm always wondering if you're near. You're in your dark night of the soul, and you'll come out this wiser from this and help many people from your experience. Not seen that one for a while. I need to feel your body next to mine. Oh, this might be channeling that Scorpio moon that's coming up. There's fuckery going on around you, be discerning. I don't bother showing you, I'll just read it. I forgive you for whatever you feel I won't understand. All I want is for us to be together and forget the past. And that feels like it's really fitting if there's going to be things about, you know, people have married other people and that, and you don't know about it, and or like I said, some of you might know about it, but there's something like that. You're so hot, it might even be engagements that got broke off early. There's something with it though. You're so hot, you make me smile every time I think of you or hear your name. So clearly this feminine has not forgot about the attraction there. You taught me how to love myself, and I know you're trying to love yourself. I'm proud of you too. What else? Compromise, yeah. I feel there is going to be, like, see the, you know, the scales of justice, the karmic scales, could be legal things too. My throat went funny there too, going on here, but yeah, there's a compromise that's going to be coming in here. And a success, yeah. I do feel overall, again, and that's what I feel, whoever this is going to make sense of, I really do feel that does need to be heard, because particularly the masculine in this connection, all the ones that I've done, because again, believe me, it'll be a whole load that I've got a similar story. They could really feel really pretty worried that they're not going to be forgiven. Like, I'm seeing clairvoyantly, like, and like, again, because this is all anonymous, but I'm actually seeing like a couple that I know that masculine, did get married and start a family with somebody, and you know, and the feminine is well, you have to let it go, because when it is like a young family and then a new marriage and everything, it's kind of like, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? That's all a bit much. It doesn't always happen like that, you know. It could be like somebody's got an older child and they get married further down the line. But anyway, some of them are like that. And in that scenario, like, that is particularly rough. But you do just have to let go, because that's where the person is at. So you've got to get on with your own life and just trust that everything will come back together. The word believer just flashed up on the TV when I said that. But that's what I'm kind of feeling it from the masculine's perspective in a situation like that, where they're like, how's this person actually even going to give me the time of day? Yeah, so again, that's not everyone's, but I did see that for a reason. But again, that's where a masculine has to do the masculine bit of step in the masculine. So whether it's like with that scenario, there's lots of reasons why that'd be awkward. Also, not knowing somebody very long and blah blah blah. And again, that's part of the reason why that masculine has not known who the real one was. And again, it was very much a copycat scenario there too. But for other people where you have known your twin flame a long time, and maybe it's going to be really awkward because it's like, how can I look this person in the eye? I've turned my back on them and I've believed other people, whether it's romantic or friends or, you know, family. Like that's what I'm hearing. One of the masculines, my nose is really itchy, and the loved ones spirit are trying to help that masculine. Like, I've basically believed everyone over them. But that was only a reflection of like you not trusting yourself. You know, if you are that masculine, like that's been around people that have gaslit you, so you didn't know what to believe was true. You've been manipulated, basically. No need to worry. That's what I said. Yeah, I can feel there is it's like, this is a masculine that's really worried. But that's what I'm saying, yeah. Whether it's like you've known your person years and years and years, or decades, or you've known them not very long, and all the whatever scenarios fit with this, right? It's about, if you're the feminine, step back, settle into your feminine, let your masculine work out what to do. They will. Avoid you taking control, because this isn't your. You'll be in a situation where it's not your call. A compromise, because it jumped out again, will be met. But it's not the right time. But what they're saying is it's not the right time. It could be because it's Mercury retrograde, but this is not the right time for the feminine to take action. It's the right time for the masculine to take action. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's perfect timing actually for the masculine to take. I was about to say I wouldn't be surprised if take action comes out. But look, the masculine's asking their angels. They're feeling and knowing it is time. There's fear there though, and they're trusting. So that's why feminines don't take action. Get more information. There's more information to come your way and in the near future, and it could be very along the lines of what I've brought out. So hopefully that softens the blow. And let me know privately if you can't in public. What else do we need to know here? Because I want to bring this to a close. Manifestation, something about a manifest. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Maybe you already done that. Maybe you wrote some kind of new moon list, or you wrote down in a gratitude, or you wrote something down at some point, even if it was years ago, 10 years ago. And I feel some of your things are coming to fruition because you let go and you trusted. Love is already won. I'm not even using that deck. That's amazing. That's the Mary Magdalene deck. That's quite a good one for the Lionsgate portal. Love is already won. What else? Somebody could have a gambling problem because there's a gambling advert on right now. Past life guides, karmic lessons, present assistance. Yeah, a karmic lesson was for somebody to overcome some kind of gambling addiction. I know that is the case for some people, that some clients I've worked with in the past, a few people, so that could resonate. Shamanic healer, cleansing attunement. That's, I'm just saying, that some people came to me to get back their power. But also that can be anyone that resonates with shamanic work, whether you're listening to my shamanic journeys, soul retrievals, or whether you're doing shamanic work for yourself, or however else that fits. But I think in that case, because of what I just said, community, your group, kinship, again, it's about, being drawn to soul family, like when you're drawn to here. When you're feeling lost compass, getting back to integrity, yeah. Because again, the more people get in line with integrity, they'll be led here. Because I called my group that at one point, integrity warriors, because I love the word integrity. But yeah, the more basically a lot of people that are feeling quite lost on their awakening, definitely their twin flame awakening, but even just awakening in general, feeling like a bit of a lost compass, you know, they will be led here if they're going to like my energy and all of our energy together. So. And then you'll be in our more wee private group when you want even more private. Yeah, look, a wee group like that. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. I feel that's just about, there is about to be blessings coming in for this twin flame union, but it is after quite a bit has went on. And I can see why, you know, somebody needed to hear this, because, right. Healing. Yeah, that feels like this masculine right now is in a place of healing after going down a rocky road, is what they're telling me. Nature, could have been out in nature healing. Wow, but there is going to be a happy ending here. So I'm just going to trust whoever that makes sense to. It feels like to you when I'm tapping into this that this is not going to work out. But trust me, with all the stories that I've heard from twin flames over all these years, and I just looked at 1 hour 44 seconds 144, if you're part of that group of people, it'll all come about somehow. Doesn't mean that some of these situations can't take years, and I mean like years to come about, but I think that's why they keep, you know, hopefully it's not literally for people, but how do I know you might be around these ages, you know, all I know is it's like, you know, that film was like they were in their, because really what I took from it was it doesn't matter how much time's went past, that somebody, like the guy even said it, I kept trying to find other people that were like you, I kept trying to find you and other people, and I just didn't, I couldn't. So that might be something that this masculine actually says, or it's a conclusion they're coming to. Karmic completion. Now that, you know, that's a karmic lesson completed, that yeah, I surrender to this love. You're an individual that can be matched. And I just shuffled it came out again, and so am I. That's what the masculine's saying, like, you're unique and an individual. It doesn't matter how much anybody tries to copycat you. I know that they aren't you. And I'm the same, because you're my twin flame. Because 11, but if it was 2 the same, got 11. That's how I got that. Nature, again, healing in nature. I think they're just saying that it's like these twin flames are doing a lot of the same things. Yeah, completion. It's a karmic cycle complete, and there's also something significant about either the 9th of August, which is obviously Friday, because Thursday, tomorrow is the Lionsgate portal as I'm filming this. So it could be something significant about Friday, or it could be about September, because it was September I felt more than actual Friday. But yeah, creativity. So just look out for coming into a burst of creativity. I feel it's actually about the masculine, although the 3 is the Empress in the tarot. This isn't meant to be like the tarot. There's a video on where, like, I don't know what it's meant to be, but it's like some kind of animal running, and it looks like a hunter. It kind of looks like a mix between a wolf and something else. Yeah, it's just turned into a wolf, so the wolf power animal could be significant. That's one of my power animals. I know it's some of yours as well, but it's like, it's basically what I'm getting from it is it's like a masculine that's ready to hunt you down. So this masculine is ready to hunt. I'm sure that's a song. This Empress down as abundance comes out 888, and might be happening around the 888 Lionsgate portal. So look, wow, yeah, look, that's hilarious. I don't use this deck a lot. I just found it recently. I've had it for years. 888, the Lionsgate portal abundance, right, which is good for manifesting money too, which is why currently as you're watching this, as bloody all over the place as this one is, again, I'll watch it back and I'll put it out because it's like, it'll make sense to someone at some point, but yeah, I'm holding the Lionsgate portal group Zoom. Well, actually, it would be this time tomorrow night if it goes ahead. I decided to make it 9 o'clock UK time rather than 8 o'clock UK time, just because of kids' bedtimes and that for who's interested. So, but what I will be doing is if you want distant healing, where basically I'm going to lie down and I'm going to send distant healing for whoever signs up for it. So it's 1444 if you want the distant healing and you're not a part of the membership, so you can book that one. If you are a part of the membership, which is only a wee handful of people right now, you can use the link that is for £8, 8 to 8. And so that's just if you want something, but you know, you don't, or you can't invest in the group. But if you want to be a part of the group Zoom, that's £55, and the link for that will be below too in the community tab. What else? Oh yeah, and I'm doing a flash sale that I already just made it public from earlier. So a flash sale for our sessions. So these hour sessions aren't like exclusively, you know, the ones that are open to everything that I do. But it's the one that would be the equivalent of if you were brand new and you got it for £144, or if you were just looking for some sort of hypnosis. But bear in mind, because the nature of everything I do is soul retrieval, you know, it's, you know, you're gonna get what it is you need. So although I'm saying that, I feel, you know, it probably, because I did sort of weigh that up. I was like, oh, because he just guided me to make it that. But anyway, it's because it's a flash sale. So yeah, take advantage of it. That's basically what we're going to be doing there. Like I said, I'm saying it's an hour. It's often longer than that. I might use this as an opportunity to try and stick to the 60 minutes, but just it's called Wolves of Winter there. So so maybe something might be happening around the winter time with me being drawn to what the name of the song was there too. Or this could be about things happening long before that and you're settled in with your person by winter. But yeah, so abundance. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is that, you know, people have manifested big amounts of money when I've done these things before. So obviously I can't promise that. Wait a minute, I've lost the card because I was getting too excited. But look, and things happen with this. They're telling you what happens on these group Zooms if we go ahead. Abundance and spiritual partnership. So whether that is through the group things that you do with me, like spirituality, 77, pride in reverse. Somebody's putting their pride aside. This is a mass synchronicity. There it is. Leadership. Look, pride. Someone's putting their pride aside to go for this spiritual partnership. Physical activity, that's what was in the back. That's what was making me laughing. And new beginnings, especially because it's a Scorpio moon weekend of this real time surrender. Somebody's surrendering their ego. And I feel it could be bringing about tower moments, especially if there were other people involved. Like if somebody's waking up spiritually and they're still in a relationship, even if it's not a marriage, it's still a relationship. Like think about it, if you fucking have a house or a house and kids or something and they're like, oh, I don't love you, I want to be with someone else, that is devastating. So again, it's not that I don't have any empathy for karmic energies, but where if people have, like, you know, used dirty tactics or trapped people, or yeah, basically that, if they've used underhand tactics, and if it's the people that have lied about feminines and all of that, well, it's karma, you know, like, you know, if you treat people badly, shit's going to come back around. Sudden feelings that this is the one falling in love. I think with the way I was channeling that must be somebody's situation where, like, someone's been trapped with a not so nice karmic energy, the truth's coming out, and this person's like, I can't believe I've stayed with you this long, and that's, like, I know who the one is, and you're not the one. I mean, that's a bit harsh if someone's saying it like that. Bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. But again, that's what I mean. That's how sensitive I am. I'm like, that feels a bit harsh, but I'm kind of hearing it. It's like, you know, we don't know what it is that person has done to a masculine. There's something I'm picking up on there. Like spell work, you know, and especially that's about sex. Although I feel that's twin flames. Healing connection, your romance will transform your life, but they could also be saying that this person kept, like, keeping this person dumbed down at a certain level by distracting, like, you know what I mean? It's basically, it's lust is not the basis for a lasting relationship. The mixture of lust and true love is, if you've got both, then you got it going on, but I don't feel we'd really, I think you would call it passion. Fuck, the song that just came on is called The Pretender. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was wearing a false mask. But like I said, it's masculines attract people that are false with aim because they're wearing a mask. So that's how that happens. But yeah, someone like unexpected connection, opposites attract. Yeah, they're just definitely telling you how all these different. I feel I want to shuffle a bit more. Perfect match though, so it's opposites attract, but it's a perfect match. Somebody's going to come together in a union, and it's going to be again pretty like I've channeled this before, but it's going to be like there's going to be shocks all round from quite a few people, but there's going to be a few pockets of people that aren't surprised and that always saw it coming. Friend zoned, a lack of passion in this relationship, and I feel it's because this is a masculine that was settling in something where there, and look what I just said, there was a lack of passion, and I feel it's because at first there could have been lust, this person could be lured in by sexual energy, but then once that's fizzled out because it wasn't real. We've seen it all on any kind of reality love program that you've watched. You'll see the two people that fancy each other, and they might even go the whole way, but then it's like after that they've got fuck all in common. So it's really what lasts is getting to know somebody properly and being like, do you know what? Could I rip somebody's clothes off when they're at their looking their best, but also when they wake up in the morning looking like a bag of shite? That's when you know it's the one, right? Because it's like you just love the pair, you love all of them. So it's like you love them before they've, got ready for the day or got it. Because that's real life, You can't always be looking at your best, and you don't want the people around you that just want to be around you when you're at your best. You want the person that's going to, I don't really want to quote that woman's, if that's even what she is, but it's that whole saying about you don't want the person that's going to want to get in the limo with you. You want the person that's going to take the bus with you when the limo breaks down, or when there's no room in the limo. Like, I always like, for instance, I've told this story before, but my best friend of since 12, right? I remember we were trying to get in a club when we were underage, and I was like literally the only person that didn't get in that night. And she actually, I'm just trying to think now, did she see me into a taxi? Which would have involved walking around and waiting, and I think that's what she done. She wouldn't have got the whole taxi back to me, but I just saw 21 on a guy's thingy on the thing there. Again, the world card come full circle, but yeah, she saw me down at the taxi queue and made sure I got home safe, basically, and then was checking it, made sure I got home, basically, you know what I mean? And then it was me that was like, just go back, I don't want to ruin your night. But that she is actually the kind of friend that she would have actually got in the taxi home with me and came and sat in her jammies. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had really stressed it, but there are other situations where well, what am I talking about? That was actually the other night. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's that's when you know it is a true friend, that it's really just about spending time with you. But that's what I mean about it. It's with the twin flame, it should be like how you are with your best friend too. The only difference is it's like, you do some different stuff with them. I was about to say they're the opposite member of sex, but for some of you that it might not be the case if you're back for their team. But your romance is stable and ready to go the distance, life partner. Yeah, this feels like it's about a masculine that's, I was about to say growing up and ready for the next stage. We've got proposal. Your romance is about to evolve and level up. So remember, it'll be literal for some. Proposals, marriages, again, just keep stressing, not wise in a Mercury retrograde. You can talk about things like that, wanting to spend your life with each other and blah, blah, blah. But don't actually do it because it's likely to, it's likely to not be, there'll be some kind of issue with it. So just take it slow, I suppose, is a message. But that, because that says your relationship is evolving at the next level, that's what I feel this is about. So if you've been in a huge silence with someone for many years, they could be about to contact you. If you have been with this person for a long time, they could be planning something bigger. It's let go of the past. Your energy, clear energy to allow more love in your life. Yeah, especially because that doesn't fit when I'm picking up on some people that are still needing to get out of a marriage. You can't be fucking, dude. You need to get out of something before you get into something. A personal evolution within your relationship, spirit, soul path. But that's what it's about. People are choosing the soul path now. Yeah, tease. Remember I said this at the start. This card doesn't come out all the time. Tease. The energy is fun, light-hearted, but uncertain. So I feel like there is an uncertainty in the masculine energies right now of, like, how do I come in here? Like, I don't want to come in and have this person think that I'm just after them for sex, because I've got it, love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. Like, this means more to me than a one night thing. I want this person to realise they mean more to me. How do I approach this? And especially because I've got so much to tell them, and look, they're my best friend. Look what I was just saying, that's mental. But again, it's because they speak through me. Friendship is vital in your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. This person realizes that they need to show you that they are willing to be a best friend to you. I heard again, but whether they've been, at one point or not, it's like this person wants to show you that they've got the qualities of a best friend and a lover. And they might be showing you that by taking you on holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. Spirit soul path. They're ready to choose the twin flame path. They might be giving you, God, they're showering you everything here. Tokens of reciprocity hold cherished memories, love language, gift giving, signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. Yeah, all the signs are coming at this masculine. That the time apart is to come to an end. A time of separation, but it's in reverse. So this might, marriage. Wow, look, kingdom spouse energy. Wedding bells are ringing, marriage. So again, this is what is going, this is basically where a lot of the masculines are at, is like, this is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. So it might not mean that the engagement and the marriages are happening anytime soon, but it's like, this is the long-term plan, this is who I want to be with. And again, let's get real about it. Although proposal and marriage chat scares the shit out of some people, that's what kingdom spouse is about. It is the person that God wants you to be with, that wants you to be in union with. So, because I saw something the other day, just, because I talk about kingdom spouse all the time, and it was one of these channels, and it had, like, it was a shorts, and it was like, if you're with this person for like years on end, but you don't end up marrying them, there's your answer. They're not your kingdom spouse, because like, you would be married. You know what I mean? So again, I don't want to freak anyone out if you're, but do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I do get it. It's different if you've been in a separation for years or decades or whatever, because that's another sign that you're good, because it's like you're being kept apart, right? But if you'd actually with someone and it's just never happening, it's not your person. I mean, don't get me onto that chat. I just, from what I see in the world around me anyway, whether it's the bloody public eye or anywhere else, I'm like, yeah, I don't see many people that do get into marriage for the right reasons anyway. Life partner, your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. And holiday, yeah, there's some kind of holiday coming up here. Maybe people are catching the last of the, I don't know, the holidays or something like that, but you can go on holiday whenever, I guess. I want to shuffle these again because I went on for ages. But right, what else have we got here? So again, I'm going to just decide when I get off here, but I think I might go and do a wee spontaneous, which I don't even, I don't really need to say, but like basically I'm just letting you know, generally, if you do decide to be a part of the membership, that's what I'll do, is that just whenever I feel called to, I'm just going to hop in and, just be, even if I'm only on for like 10-15 minutes or something, going to go in and just see who's there. And I just saw flirt. This masculine is going to come in, flirting, light-hearted, testing the waters. Yeah, basically I'm going to go in and do a wee prayer circle. So, because the thing is, like, every video I do and every live stream I do is a prayer circle, but and I've done this for years on all my different types of memberships, but I just feel, because of the level of spiritual warfare that I personally am under every day, and naturally the people seeing now I'm stuttering, and naturally some of you that are drawn to the channel too, I just feel it's wise that we've got that private space. Like, again, I've already put a post up in there about, let me know what your prayers are. And, like I said, you saw me saying to Nathan, like, although Nathan didn't, full disclosure, specifically put a prayer about money, I just know that because every other, like literally every other time in public, Nathan has said something about that. It's not a coincidence that, I don't know, something seems to be leveling out there. Like, I really do feel that is because, like, Nathan has invested back in the work that I do. After a time of wanting to, for so, that his money, well, hopefully that will be the start and the end of his money just keep coming in. So just pay attention for yourself, whether that you were similar about, feeling like you wanted to give back to, because again, it's giving back to me, but it's giving back to the channel, it's giving back for just anybody that does. Like I said, I give back to the people that you know, that I find that do similar, that help me like that, and it does feel good to do it, and it opens up your abundance, especially people that are doing things around this heightened Lionsgate portal energy. Anyway, basically the whole point of me saying that is there's a post where people, Nathan and other people in it, have put their requests that are a wee bit more private that you wouldn't put in public. And but that'll just be my version of me writing a post. I'm just going to go and do a live and be like, right guys, if anybody's here, I'll trust whoever comes on. If nobody comes on, they can catch the replay, and I'll just have been praying. So that's basically the gist of that. Keeping it simple again for this first and only level that I've got just now at the 599. It is just what it says on the tin. When I'm guided to do extra wee videos, I will. When I'm guided to do, again, I did think about, you know, that would be like where I would put extendeds, but I don't do extendeds. So should I, when I am guided to, and should I be guided to do extendeds, I will put them. I think they will go on that very first level. So just know that. Like I did put actually an extra message about abundance, like through joy. But yeah, it's really just because I don't know where to draw the line with extendeds, basically. So I'd rather just do, here's an extra video that nobody else is getting, rather than a follow-on. But if I feel like, actually, I want to go deeper with this and I'm going to do it, then I'll do that. But anyway, I'll have done it. So if I'm saying it now, I'll have done the prayer circle and the membership. So express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. I'm going to end it there because that's what it feels like this is all about. It's a whole mixed bag for lots of different people. It didn't, rather than one story homing in that's going to make sense to a lot of people, this feels like I've picked up on bits and bobs of different masculines. There's definitely a few masculines that they got into a karmic serious relationship with children involved, or they got into a karmic serious relationship where it's basically a karmic marriage, because it's not something that's built to last. It was basically meant to wake this masculine up to the illusion, to then realise who their real divine feminine is. Or whatever else, right? All of them are being guided to express their love and to trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So divine feminines have faith, whatever you feel the deal is might be at the end of your scenario, and divine masculines have trust that you're going to be supported in whatever your leap of faith is as well. Reconciliation. Broken, I'm just looking because it's Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I don't know how that goes, but again, somebody's feeling shattered, like it's a broken dream, but someone from your past has returned to your life. Mercury retrograde vibes, guys, so see you later.